Oh, what in the world? Thursday's always a busy day. Our emails go out. If you're on our text app, you'll get a text about an hour before the email, so you get priority advantage on new product. Look what I found, a zip tie. Even in here, a zip tie. I swear, people think that I put these down and like just so that I have content to make, but I've never hidden a zip tie. Like they just come up out of the ground. Maybe bugs unburies them. Maybe that's actually what's happening in here. Start over there watering. I'll start right here feeding. Look what I just found. So I'm topping off waters. One pin needed water, the others didn't, but I dump them and give them fresh water anyway since I have the hose already out and deployed. Another zip tie pulled up. I just saw the edge of it, pulled it, and it was way under the ground. That's what happens when we put the wood chips out here, and over a year or so they break down, and when the chickens scratch or when the weather moves dirt, you'll see a little tail. You can actually see, I think, how much of it was out, about that much. Pulled it and this came out. And then I was just over here topping this and I saw two more. Here's one and there's another one here somewhere. I'm not seeing it right now, but there's another one right here. Anyways, I guess that'll be for another video another time, but two more. I didn't even bring the camera because there's nothing to show. It always, you know, looks the same. What am I going to record? Filling water containers, but there it is. I noticed Mama Duck sitting on her nest quite a bit more. She was off of it and it seemed like we had about 11 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A couple of them look a little slimy. I don't know if that's because they're no good or what, but she's definitely spending more time there. So maybe we will get some hatches out of these. The first egg she sat on should have hatched, I don't know, months ago probably. And she just continues to lay, continues to sit. So maybe these ones will hatch out. She's spending more time on them. And then here's a few from the other day. Grew these potatoes last year, picked them out. I don't even know when I pulled them out of the ground. We'll have to go back and look at video. Don't really know how to cook a sweet potato. So I just figure I'll peel it, cut it up in little cubes, and simmer it, I guess, in bacon grease. Every time we do bacon, grease and all the drippings at the bottom of the pan all go right here in this bowl. The excess goes into those containers, and then when we have a lot of grease, bacon grease, it goes here. We don't really work out of this. We could if we needed to ever, I suppose, but it just sits here, and we have 10, 15 5-gallon buckets full of it with lids. We just use it to throw on fires and stuff. We could make soap out of it, I suppose. I don't know. We didn't put any effort into growing that little bed of sweet potatoes. We got 17 pounds out of it, and they've sat here, I don't even know how long, 3 months, 6 months. I never rinsed them or anything. So you put all the fat marble pieces, everything goes in?
Yeah. Use a little bit of beef stock and then some of this pepperoncini brine, and then a stick of butter.
A stick of butter. We're gonna start our own fair. We're gonna sell deep fried butter.
Deep fried butter?
Deep fried butter. Deep fried butter. Butter. Got most of the grass torched down. Ready to move these beds back in there out of the way so we have some more parking. I think these were the sweet potatoes right here. As I pulled them, quite a few of them still had little potato slips growing. You can see them right here. They're actually starting to grow again, it looks like. So I put them back in hoping I could get a second harvest, but it didn't take. But I'll bet as soon as this warms up a little, I'll bet those little sweet potatoes in there start to grow again. We'll see. I've still got beets that I haven't pulled out. I've got beets and carrots here that are still good. We pulled a couple a day or two ago. We'll show those in a little while. I just let them go through the cold, left them sitting here as they were, never took care of them, and pulled one the other day and ate it, and the carrot was fine. So we've got beets and carrots. We'll pull all those, wash them, probably skin them, and then process them and can them. Nicole Sauce, Holler Rose, living free in Tennessee. She's got like 20, AKA Nicola. That's her Russian spy name, Nicola. She's got an awesome beef recipe. So we'll get her recipe and we will make some pickled beets. Magnus is like, hey, you haven't fed me. I'm trying to get out of the way of the kitchen. Jeremy's in there making Mississippi pot roast. I'll get up here and get all these animals fed, and then we'll come back after we're out of Jeremy's way and feed the dogs. We don't need to use these four-wheelers to do this, but I like riding a four-wheeler, and I'm sure he does too. Always lock your gate. You might not come back through the same one. Do you want pets, or are you looking for feed? You're looking for treats, huh? I don't have any treats for you today, but I'll come back with a bunch of meat. Mama duck on the nest. That's a good sign. That big old Brahma chicken is awesome. That big white one. We used to have 5 or 6 of those. Almost all of these were COVID ducks. All those ducks were the cute little yellow ducks you get from Tractor Supply. They turned into several different kinds. These ones here are beautiful. Depending how they turn their heads are green or they turn purple. We don't spend a lot of time close to them, so we can't really get up close to them. We found a duck nest in here. There was a nest of duck eggs in here. And the duck had been laying its eggs, but they're not taking care of them. The chickens are running through them faster than they can hatch them, eating them up. There's a duck that likes to lay an egg over in this corner. Here's a duck egg right here. Here's a couple duck eggs right here. Pretty fresh. I wonder if I should take those and put those under Mama Duck, if she would hatch them out. I wonder. They don't stink. There's a whole nest of them. Looks like a chicken laid an egg here, but a chicken also ate an egg here. We just gotta get the chickens out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 chickens in here. Maybe 10, possibly 10. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I got this splitter. We're warm enough now that I'll put this on that faucet over there, and we won't have to hand carry water for the rabbits anymore because the freeze is past. Unfortunately, I don't have a 5-year-old out here, so opening the package took a minute longer. 5-year-olds, they can always just open packaging. I think I got this one from Walmart or Tractor Supply. Froze enough that it broke the Y adapter, but it also cracked the faucet. So this is a new faucet. So we have this set up. Tim had run this before, so it was 2 goes in there, and then we have a kill faucet right there, another faucet. And we should be back in business with the rabbit water, which will save us 5 minutes out of the day probably. This faucet will just be left on, and then we'll just turn the hose off right here. Y adapter's got a good feel to it. I don't know how durable it'll be though, but with these being plastic right here. Because I just run it all the way over, and I don't ever roll it back up. I just run it across, and then I have all my length right there. The hose is not long enough to use 1 section, but way too long for 2 sections. And we have water. I'm topping these waters off. So I cleaned the dog troughs, just cement mixing bowls. This one in particular is super scuzzy. So the duck comes running down the hill, eats some dog food. She's gonna get in this trough right here. She loves this one. I don't know why this one. She drinks out of it, but she likes to sit in this dog water bowl. I don't know if she'll do it while we're here. She loves eating that dog food though. That duck eats every kind of feed on this property. She's the only one. She, every day when we open up the pen for the chickens and the ducks, she goes in there, and a couple ducks jump on her and breathe her, and she goes right, scoots under a hole. The other ducks follow her and watch her go out of the hole, but they don't follow her out. I don't know why. You like that, don't you? You like that? I guess she's not going to do it while we're here. Usually you come up and she'll be just sitting in this, and then when you clean the water out, it'll be so dirty. You'll have like 2-3 inches of muck in the bottom. Now she's out here just shoveling whatever she can into her beak. I don't know if they actually see what they're eating or if they smell it, but they just get a mouthful of dirt. And you can see right here that kennel being turned over in there where it's not straw, it's just all dirt. That's from the duck. All these little holes out here, that's also from the duck. These little depressions hold water, and when it rains, the duck comes here and literally does all this damage. That one duck does almost all this damage out here. Still need a chip clip or something here where I can clip this hose. It held this time, it didn't fall out, but usually when I put it in, this little one kind of recoils out. That's why I got the block in there. I suppose we can go ahead and turn these tank heaters off also. No need for them. We're supposed to hit 70 degrees today. Don't know if we're supposed to have freezing water. Even if we had freezing water tonight, it won't matter none. Go ahead and pull that out of the water. You can see how it just corrodes. The minerals in the water just come to this. I think it's galvanized. You want to do the cold plunge challenge? So we fill that with ice and you get in there? Will you? Yeah? Seems a little cold right now even. Dandelions started popping up the other day. Saw a honeybee while I was feeding the animals, which is good. We didn't have anything to speak of for honeybees last year on the property at all. And we went and bought a bunch of flowers. I think we bought like 100 flowers. And when we went to Lowe's and Home Depot, I expected, okay, this place has tons of flowers. It'll be just swarming with honeybees. And we didn't see any honeybees there either. All we saw were like bumblebees and carpenter bees. Now we're adding birdhouses, but I don't know that that's a good move. Adding birdhouses, attracting bees. They say like blue martins eat their body weight in flying bugs every day. I don't know if they are bad for honeybees, because we are trying to attract honeybees with different types of flowers and stuff. So I don't know if the blue martin thing is a good move. That bird right there, that one looks like a buzzard. There was a bird over here 15 minutes ago that was squealing that looked like an eagle, and the guineas go nuts on that. Anytime they see a shadow on the ground, the guineas alert and the dogs come running and keep the birds from coming down on the chickens. Works pretty well. You don't teach them to do it, they just kind of do it. All these tower poles out here, they all have lights on them, so they attract a lot of flying bugs and insects at night. So bat boxes, we're going to put up bat boxes on every pole this year. You can start looking at that. You can build them, you can buy them. There's a lot of variations in them. You can spend, just like birdhouses, you can buy some very expensive birdhouses and you can buy some inexpensive birdhouses. It's just, do you want more or less? Do you want a neater? Oh look, something chewed this thing's head off. Anytime I find these dead bugs dried up, I always take them and put them in a jar of just weird bugs. You know, mad scientist stuff. Let's say, where do I buy one of these? I guess I buy it at La Caja, China.
We got it off Amazon. So you put the coals in here, and then you can take them off and take this off with the whole pig. The pig fits in that frame so that you, let's say we'll put him on that night about 8, 9 o'clock, and he'll come off about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Just enough time for us to bear claw it, put barbecue sauce on it, that kind of thing.
All the heat is just on top, and
correct.
It cooks down? Okay.
Instructions right here.
That's pretty neat.
That down so that the skin holds all the moisture inside, and then the last 3 hours or so we'll take him out and flip him over, and then the back crisp up.
Awesome. Cool. Busy day. Had some folks stop by just as I was about to eat lunch. So everybody already had lunch. Mississippi pot roast right here and some polenta. Holy shit, that's good. I'll see what it looks like in the sunlight. Looks like that. Man, it's so good. Instagram post. You know, got to do it for the gram.
Number truffles in this paper, I ain't burning no sage. Coordinating, wore this watch cause it go with my J's. Certified trendsetter, I get what's supposed to be good.
That simple. I walk out of the shipping container and I heard this like wah, 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 and I wasn't sure what it was. Looked around for a second, and the white guinea sitting up on the fence post there. See how close we can get before he bails. He sees me. I'm up, I'm moving, I'm hit, I'm down. He's looking around. They fly over the fences like when something scares them, but they can't figure out how to get back in. He's probably trying to figure out, yeah, see. It's like he was scared to jump off the fence rail, and there he goes running. I need to leave a camera out here and just film the guineas run around like that. There we go. Because when you get two males next to each other, they chase each other around, and they will jump up all the way into the top of those trees, and the other one will chase him up into the trees. He'll jump down, and then they'll chase him around. That's not good though. The cover is off one of the trash cans. Good thing I saw that. The trash can will fill up with rain. The feed. Our birdhouse caught a little wind, and it flexed the pole out of the ground. So the birdhouse has taken a tumble. Rabbits running each other in circles. Birdhouse down. Ooh. That's why all the birds are out. Somebody didn't latch the chicken coop. And the tarp has broken. Looks like the zip ties have broken. So we got rain coming in. I guess I better fix that right now. Here's the guineas eating that corn I threw down. Here's all the barred rock. You better leave that bird alone if that's what you're doing. Are you the one munching them? Eating Scooby snacks? Oh, these are big heavy zip ties. I didn't even mean to grab these. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? You've been hearing it for the last 3 minutes. I should hold that. We've got some weather, it seems like, coming in. I don't know if we got a lot more wind coming in. Can you guys see these pine trees here that are dead? I don't know if you can see it on video or not. We're gonna lose every one of those. Oh, what's that? You can't figure out how to get back in? Choo-choo! Little asshole, go back in. I feel like this one here. You belong in there? I don't know if you do or not. You do, don't you? Get your ass back in there. Just found something, look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Super zip tie E. Zip tie E. Oh, what? What in the world? In here. pecking, eating through the compost bin. Oh, there's a lot more chickens there that are supposed to be in that pen there. Empty sandwich bag. At least it's not a sandwich bag full of kudzu seeds. Do kudzu have seeds?
So I went with the existing hole and found a spot that would actually kind of go down in.
Bigger pipe or same pipe?
Same pipe.
Boy, when you miss that, it's gonna take a finger off if you get it between there, or if you come up short. Busting the pipe. You see how dead these trees are? Look, they're completely dead.
Too much water.
All 4 of them. Have you seen my birdhouse?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So they make these that have up to 36 holes, and these are like this, so starlings can't get in them.
So this is for 16, the addition
14,
of
15,
these attic.
16. Yeah, that's cool.
And then you can pop these open and look at it, so you can clean it out. And
Oh, eat season and stuff. That's cool. Thanks for putting it together. Yeah, no problem. Like everything in the world, there's the China version, and then there's the super expensive hobbyist version. They make these out of stamped metal and aluminum and all kinds of stuff. They're beautiful, some of them. Birdhouses, if you had just a little bit of woodcrafting skills and a little bit of tools, you could make birdhouses. The amount you get paid for a birdhouse is just dependent on the audience, your customer base. If you sell birdhouses to poor people, or if you sell birdhouses to people that have a little bit of tools and knowledge, they won't pay you much for a birdhouse. If you sell birdhouses to people with a lot of money, it would be like, hey, I could make more money doing what I do in the time it would take to build a birdhouse, and I don't think it's therapeutic or relaxing. They would pay you a lot of money for a birdhouse. This pumpkin is a little bit rotted. I know that it's going to implode if I try to pick it. I need to put it in a box. Just move it over to the grass. Our problem right now is how do we set it in the ground? Yeah.
it's so big, it is going to be a sail. You're going to have to put some concrete in the ground or drive a 3.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. We could just take some pressure treated and just put them in the ground, like sitting posts for all the lean-tos and stuff. They make an attachment for the skid steer that will drive 4x4s into the ground. Pretty cool. If you're gonna set posts, man, it's a few grand, the tool.
Man, I'm talking about realest, one of the realest to try. My